Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. Go to f2bbs.com, www.f2bbs.com, the last bastion of free speech on the interweb. Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury, and today guys, we are talking Hermes Birkin bags. This is the it bag, and today guys, I want to answer the question, how much do you need to spend at Hermes to be offered the chance to buy a Birkin bag at retail? Let me explain. Hermes is a French luxury goods maker, and they invented this scarcity marketing. Scarcity marketing means everybody wants one of the highly collectible Birkin, Kelly. That's the main two bags. And to get one of those bags there, they have them on display as they call them a reserve to show you what they look like, but they're not available to purchase. It's a bit like Rolex. Rolex is doing the same thing. You can go into a Rolex boutique. Steel Sports, not available, but they have some on display so you can see what they look like. Now, with Hermes, if you want to buy a Birkin or a Kelly from the Hermes store, boutique, how do you do it? What do you do? Well, you talk to your sales consultant, SA, they're called an SA, sales advisor, and she will tell you, you need to establish a relationship. A relationship. Okay, what does that mean? Just get me to the point. Well, basically, you got to spend a fair chunk of money with the brand, and then you can be offered one of these bags at retail. Now, how much do you need to spend? Now, the truth is, there's all sorts of figures. You can go on the Purse forum, there's figures quoted. There's American YouTubers who are Hermes collectors, they quote you certain figures. There are even Australian, there's a couple really good Australian YouTubers who love the Hermes. Mel in Melbourne and Pursefleck in Sydney, and Jurissa. I love Jurissa. Jurissa's cool. And from what I've done, I've watched hundreds of hours of these videos to research this. Basically, you need to spend, there isn't a set figure, but from what I can see, you need to spend at least 5,000 Australian dollars. Now, does that mean if you spend 5,500, you will get an offer? No. There are no rules. There's no rules on this. There's no rules. There's nothing set in stone that says you spend X, you'll be offered Y. Doesn't quite work like that. Scarcity marketing. So, how much do you need to spend? I haven't answered it. Well, 5,000 up to the price of the item. So these Birkins, they retail now currently. This is a Birkin 35 in toga leather with gold colored. It's not gold, solid gold. It's gold colored hardware. These are about 18,500. So you need to spend from this is Australian dollars, 5,000 Aussie up to about, let's just round it up to 20,000. Now, Hermes likes to reward people who are loyal to the brand. So that is buying their silks. They sell scarves, twirlies. These are mini scarves which you can use to put on your handles to protect the handle and also personalize the bag for yourself. There are shoes, clothing. There is fashion jewelry being gold-plated jewelry like the Hermes bracelets. There is high-class, high-end jewelry, which is real gold. There are homewares. You can get Hermes dinner set, plates, cutlery. You can even get Hermes towels for the bathroom. These are all, they've got a huge range of product. Buying leather goods, I've seen, doesn't seem to help you much. So you would think buying some, say if you bought a garden party, which is another handbag made of leather, which doesn't have this wait list. You normally, if there's one available in the store, you're free to purchase it. Leather goods, however, don't necessarily help you towards that dollar figure because there's not a good commission for the sales assistant. So basically, to get an offer for one of these, you need to spend $5,000 to $20,000. Now, the other problem is, the best advice is you should stick to one sales consultant, one SA, one sales advisor. Because if you buy from multiple, well, it's the sales advisor who pleads with the manager to get a high-end bag for you to be able to sell it to you. So you wouldn't want to buy online, you'd want to buy from that sales advisor. The other thing is, sometimes what happens, there was actually an Australian, I think purse fleck. She got her first offer when she spent 4,000 to 5,000 Aussie. Then for her next one, it cost her $23,000 in spend because she had a number of sales advisors who left. And then she had to start again. And this is very unfair. I mean, Hermes, why is that her fault? What did she do wrong? Really, really sad that, because why should she be penalized if the staff turnover is high? That's not her fault. And that's partly the reason she had to spend $23,000. The other problem is the Hermes game. You've got to be in touch with your sales advisor, and you've got to be dropping the hint. So how do you do this? Well, basically the first time you go in, you choose a advisor. Someone will come to you, but if you don't like her, you got to go with one who you kind of gel with. You make a purchase. Then you'd come back at least a week, if not 2 weeks later, and do a second purchase. Then she may give you her business card, or if it's a he may give you his business card. Then you keep a relationship going with this person. Then you've got to drop hints. You know, got a birthday coming up. I'd really like a Kelly, or I'd really like a Birkin. How do I do it? You've got to try and massage the relationship. And I got to be honest with you, I'm not the sort of person who massages relationship. I like to pay the price, and that's it. Like when I go to a restaurant in Australia, tipping isn't part of our culture because the wages are quite high here, so the prices are high. I pay the price. I don't leave a tip because I'm skint. I don't have money to waste on tips. And I wish Hermes was more open and said, you need to spend this amount of money in these categories, and you may be offered a Birkin. But they don't. They don't give you this figure. So it makes it really, really hard to know. And for whatever reason, you could spend 50,000 and get no offer. That's right, you could spend 50,000 and still not get an offer. There's nothing in stone that says they will offer it to you. You may not be deemed worthy by the brand. The brand may deem you uncouth. For example, in my case, with my YouTube profile, my Instagram profile, by the way, check out my Instagram, ArchieLuxury88. They may deem that to be unsavory and not good coverage. Therefore, they don't want to give me a quota bag. These are called quota bags. The thing is, you've got to play this game. Now, look, if it's a very tricky thing. If you are super loaded, you spend the money, you should be offered these bags. If you run a business, you may be able to get gifts and you get reimbursed by your business for them. And it's still a dangerous game to play. It's still a very dangerous game to play. You got to realize this is a game. It's a game. And they hold all the cards. They've got the rule book. You don't get to see the rule book. You kind of think you know how it works, but they're like the Cheshire cat who doesn't comment or play this game. In fact, many people get so sick of the 80 games, they just go to a reseller. Right, I want to pay it. Boom, it's true market forces instead of this bullshit friendly Hermes SA type relationship. Is it really worth it? Possibly not. Possibly not. It's a very tricky thing. Is it worth it? Only you can decide it. It's part of luxury marketing at its best. I think, honestly, it's like the AD games. For Rolex, maybe you're better off to just pay the piper and not play these stupid games. If you really want a Submariner, just pay for a Submariner through the grey market, non-authorized dealer. Hermes invented this game. So there's no official rule book. It's not like you get to a certain point and ding, 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 you're entitled to it. There's no rules. If they don't like you, you could spend 100,000 and not get an offer. I've been told by certain rich people I know that you may need to spend 70,000 to get an offer. This is Australian dollars. 70,000 Australian dollars. There's no guarantee that you will even get the offer. And even then, when they give you the offer, it's not like they give you the bag for free. You get the chance to buy it at full retail. Full retail. It's a tough game. It's a tough game. Sometimes it's better off to just have a relationship with a good consignment store like Designer Archives in Brisbane. A good American one is Fashion File. I think I bought 2 Vuitton suitcases from Fashion. Actually, my Biston 70 is from Fashion File. I've still got that Biston 7. It's a suitcase. Sometimes you got to decide. Do you want to play the game or you don't want to play the game? You want to play the game, it's big stakes poker. It's big money. It's hard to win. It's your choice. What do you want to do? I can't tell you what's right or wrong. I can only give you my perspective. Personally, these are highly addictive. You love it. You love it. You know what I think? I'll tell you what I think the best answer is. I've got another video I'm going to make about that. It's the Hermes hybrid relationship. Basically, you buy a few things from Hermes, but you don't bother about getting quota bags or special orders. You just go straight to the grey market. The reseller market, that's right. Don't waste your time unless you've got, you know, they say to be offered bags from Hermes, you can be offered up to 2 bags a year. That could be a Kelly and a Birkin every year. To do that, you need to spend $100,000. 100,000. Now, some people, that's doable. To other people, shit, that's a lot of money. I don't even earn $100,000 a year. So you've got to work out what is best for you. But there's many ways you can enjoy your Hermes without playing the Hermes game. The point of this video is to tell you about the game so you can go into it with a sensible mental framework and decide, are you going to play the Hermes game, or are you going to say, no, I'm going to be a value shopper. I'm a value shopper. That's what I'm about. Value. I want to get good value. So that's the way I've decided. But someone else, they could say, well, that's okay. At least you can understand the game, because Hermes doesn't tell you nothing. They're very short on facts. They're very short on, you just won't get an offer. And when they do give you an offer, they say, we've got a surprise for you. When I say surprise, you still got to pay full retail for it. One of the mirrored panels, it pushes and opens up into a private room where they bring you a Birkin, a Kelly, or a Constance. That's it. Apparently, it's one of the best experiences of your life. I don't know. But, guys, I want to hear from you. What do you think? At least you can decide. If you want to play the Hermes game, you can decide yourself. You're not going to be manipulated by your sales consultant to buy unnecessary things. I hope this video helps. I'm ArchieLuxury, the luxury guru. I am trying to make different content, not only wrist watches, but Birkins. Guys, I will see you in the next one. And enjoy your luxury purchases.
Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW.
Da-da-da-da. Oh, no, that's fine. So let's have a look. Da-da-da-da. I can move this one over here a bit. Okay, yep. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Whew. Okay, take her out. What's her name? Do you have a name for her? A name? A name?
No.
No name. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Oh, you're touching it without gloves. No gloves. No gloves. Da-da-da-da. No gloves. Look at that. So tell me, would you take that padlock off if you're going to use it, really, or do you just leave it like that?
probably leave it like that.
Oh, you'd leave it like that? Oh, okay. Because that comes off, you know that? Emergency rain protector. So how is it? Hello. What's his name? Do you have a name? Is it...
No.
Does it have a name? What do you think? Does he have a name?
No.
No. No name. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. What do you think of him?
It's beautiful.
He's cool? Okie dokie. Da-da-da-da. That's it. Okay, I'll cut the video. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.